Hello everyone, my name is Siu. I'm a dietetic intern from Sam Houston State University, and today I would like to talk about Bok Choy. Okay, so we will talk about what is Bok Choy, where is Bok Choy come from, and I will share some nutrition fact about Bok Choy and how to grow Bok Choy in Houston. And at the end, I will show you how to eat them. So, what is Bok Choy? The term of bok choy is converted from Chinese, which means white vegetables, and a regular bok choy have white stem and dark green leaves. It also has another name called spoon because of the shape of its leaves, and it is a crispy and succulent vegetable. The texture of the stem is similar to celery, which is crispy and juicy, and the stem of bok choy have a mild bitter flavor and the leaves have a touch of sweetness. And the variety of bok choy. And today I'm just going to show two most common bok choy to you. The first one is traditional bok choy, which has the white stem and dark green leaves. And the second one called Shanghai bok choy, which has a lighter green leaves and a jade green stem. The texture and taste are similar, but Shanghai bok choy, to me, has a grassy sweetness instead of the bitter flavor than the traditional one. And the history of bok choy. So bok choy is native in China and it has been cultivated since the 5th century. And it first introduced to the US in the 19th century by Chinese immigrants. So now we can find them in the local grocery store easily. So we talk about what is bok choy and how bok choy come to US. So now let's talk about the nutrition facts of bok choy. So in a 1 cup of raw or uncooked bok choy, it contains only 9 calories, which is really low calorie, and 95% of water, about 1 gram of protein and carbohydrate, and less than 1 gram of fiber and fat. And also a good source of certain vitamins and minerals. So, what is the nutrition benefit of bok choy? In a cup of raw bok choy, it contains 2.5% of daily value fibers. In a cup of cooked bok choy, it contains 5% of daily value fibers. Fibers help us maintain a normal bowel movement, which can prevent constipation and also make you feel full faster, which can help with weight control. Also, bok choy is an excellent source of vitamin K and calcium, which help you to have a healthy bone. So, calcium is well known for bone health, but vitamin K also benefits for bone health as well. And one of the fun fact is a cup of cooked bok choy contains more calcium than a cup of milk. Now, let's talk about how to grow bok choy. So bok choy is a cool season crops, which means you can plant it during spring and fall. The temperature it tolerates is between 50 to 80 degrees. It do poorly above 80 and plus below 50. And if you want to plant it during the fall, start sowing the seed in mid to late summer and up to 6 weeks before your predict first frost day. And for Great Houston weather, start seeding at the beginning of September up to mid-October. When you're seeding them, you will need to seed them about 1/4 inches to 1/2 inches deep and 1 to 2 inches apart, and it usually takes 4 to 8 days to germinate. When they are 2 to 3 inch tall, we need to thin them to 3 to 5 inch apart. But if you want to grow a full-size bok choy, make sure you thin them at least 6 inches. And they enjoy a fertilized, well-draining soil. Also enjoy being a spot with partial shade, but please at least give them 3 to 5 hours of sun every day. And you can harvest them in 30 to 52 days based on the variety and the size of bok choy you want. So, how do we eat them? We can eat it in raw, like making a salad, or also cook them, like stir fry, steam, or boil them. And today, I'm going to share 2 recipes for you guys. The first recipe is baby bok choy salad. Here are the ingredients and steps, and I want to highlight one of the ingredients, the soy sauce. If you're concerned about sodium level, you can use the low sodium version and it still tastes delicious. So let's get started.
Hello everyone, my name is Siu. I'm one of the dietetic interns from Sam Houston State University. And today I will going to show you how to make bok choy in 2 ways. First, we have to soak the rice noodle under warm water for about 5 minutes. While we're waiting our rice noodles, we can cut our bok choy in bite-sized pieces first. Next step, we have to eat some green onions. So we try to just to keep the green part, and then the white part we'll keep for later. Right now we're starting to making the sauce for the salad. So first we need half cup of soy sauce. And then we need a quarter cup of rice vinegar. And then we need 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. And 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay, and here we got 2 teaspoons of minced ginger and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And very last, a few drops of lemon juice. And mix it well. And the sauce is ready to serve. Okay, so right now we got all the ingredients ready. We got our bok choy and green onions ready. We got the sauce and then the rice noodles. But for me, it takes longer than 5 minutes. So make sure your rice noodles is soft and tender before you mix it. Or if it doesn't turn out like that way, feel free to heat it up. Alright, so let's start to mix it up now. Toss it. Mixing well. And now it's done. Enjoy your bok choy salad.
The second recipe is vegetable skillet pot. Here are the ingredients and steps. And actually, you can put different vegetables in it, such as broccoli, cabbage, or even lettuce. It's very flexible. So I hope you can create your own version with your favorite vegetables. And now let's get started.
Okay, so I'm going to show the second recipe with the same main ingredients. Alright, so when your pan or pot is being heated up, add some oil in it. Then we're ready to put in the slice of ginger and garlic. When you can smell the flavor, the ginger and then the garlic flavors, then you can ready to put your bok choy in there. And you remember the green onions we left over? Don't waste it. Put it in the pot as well. So when you can smell the flavor from the bok choy and you see a little bit tender, then this is the time you put on the chicken broth. So it doesn't matter how many, you can just a little bit cover over the bok choy, or if you want it more, it doesn't matter. So I almost use like 1/3 of the boxes of the chicken broth, and you can add in the rice noodles. So what you have to do right now is you have to wait until the rice noodles is soft and tender enough, and then also have to wait the chicken part get into the boil. Alright, so right now the chicken broth is boiling, and then you can see the rice noodles has become soft and tender. That means it's ready to serve. Okay, so for this step it's optional. So if you feel like your pot is lack of flavor, you can add some oyster sauce. Now it's done.
I hope you enjoy the recipe. And before we end, I would like to talk about the portion size of vegetables. So, how do we know we got enough vegetable a day? According to USDA, a daily recommendation for normal adults should have 2.5 to 4 cups of vegetables, which means we should eat 1 to 2 cups of vegetables per meal. However, the counting for salad or uncooked or raw vegetables is slightly different. Some vegetables, especially like lettuce, spinach, and kale, it needs 2 cups of those to count as 1 cup of vegetables intake. In other words, let's say you set up a goal to have 2 cups of vegetable per day, and you eat 1 cup of salad per meal. You thought you already meet your goal, but the truth is you still need 2 more cups of fresh salad or 1 cup of cooked vegetables to meet your goal. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoy my presentation.